There are many settings in Revit. We could never go through them all, but let's go through the important ones and locate where all the settings are at. Some settings, such as symbology and scale, are important to know, especially if you're working at a picky firm. We'll look at mechanical, electrical, and project settings to get you comfortable with the fact that you can change the way Revit looks. To begin, let's go to our sprinkler floor plan, one sprinkler. Let's zoom in on this area here and see how it looks. We have a lot of big symbols here, which kind of overlap one another. Let's take a look at some of the settings. On the mechanical panel, click the mechanical settings button right here. Now let's take a look. Hidden line. Draw MEP hidden lines. That means if an item's crossing over the top of another, or if it's obscuring an area, we're going to use the inside, outside, and single line gaps. The line style will be MEP hidden. If we go to duct settings, there's a few different things here. You may have already been in this dialog once or twice. As we go down through, if our annotation sizes are too big, we can just bump them down. Air density, air viscosity, we can change the settings here. All of our separators, suffixes, prefixes are contained here. If we go to pipe settings, we can use annotation scale for single line fittings. We definitely want to do that. Pipe fitting annotation size, we have set for 1/8 of an inch. For the pipe drop rise annotation size, 1/8 of an inch might be a little big. So let's type in 3/32 of an inch. Let's hit OK. As you can see, that's going to reduce the size of these fittings. If we go to our callout, and if we change this detail level to medium, you'll see that they're much smaller. Change this detail level back to fine. Hit Control Tab, and let's go back to this plan. Other settings that I'd like to show you, we can go to the Manage tab. Let's go to Project Units. Under Project Units, we can change items based on discipline. If we click the drop down here, let's go to Piping. Notice that all of our units are based on piping. We can scroll down, and we can look at some of the settings. Insulation thickness, these are the settings in feet and inches. Of course, we can change this to metric or decimal inches if we see fit. Click Cancel here. Let's look at project information. Notice that some of the stuff is filled out. How did this happen? Well, again, Revit is a relational database. If we fill something out on the screen, it's going to show up somewhere else in the database. Project name is Revit MEP. The client name is lynda.com. Project number is 1234567. We filled this out in the sheet, but yet it found its way back into the project properties. So once you get your settings to the way you like them, be sure to relay them back into your template.